everyone. Okay, so I'm sorry. I just kind of in my home clothes. I didn't really wanted to do it, like pretty much anything today. So sorry. Um, but I do want to talk about certain subjects today, and I wanted to talk about the Taliban. Actually, my advice to the Taliban is because I keep hearing word of mouth, and I keep hearing them on the news, but I don't see action. Why is the women not freely walking the streets feeling they are safe? Show me then that your men can protect women. Because remember, I told you, I will take your women. Your women will choose me. Remember our bet? Your women will choose me. And what kind of life Afghanistan will have with no women, no reproduction? You guys will all kill each other off on war and die out. And then you guys can kill each other off while you guys fuck each other in the ass. I don't know, because no more no women over there. And believe me, the women will choose us. But if you want your people to serve their homeland, make your homeland worth it. Make it worth it that you are, what do you call it? A place worth fighting for. What I mean is, okay, this is what I mean. Taliban, remember your women. Respect your women. How to show respect to your women? I would like to demand the leaders of the Taliban to show these actions first and make their leaders under them to respond, address, and approach females in this type of way. No matter how old the female is. You respect the woman and the child, the girl of the female race, of that female gender. Education from preschool, from elementary, from K to 5th grade. Intermediate from 6th grade to 8th grade. And from high school, from 9th, intermediate is actually from 6th grade to 8th grade. And then high school will be 9th grade to 12th grade. This is how I want you to start setting up their school levels. We have a lot of examples from all over the country, from all over, all different governments. Because I also, too, use other governments' educational board, and I modify it to what works very best here. Okay? What's your favorite emoji? I right now I'm using the ghost. So, but I will talk to you guys about college later. Just like we did with every country and every government. We started off with elementary first. Then we went to intermediate, and then we went to high school on the growing class that we grew with. But the problem with is your women that is older wants education as well. So I'm trying to ask you to do the same. No matter how old they are right now in your situation, because you are a brand new government. Okay? You're a brand new government. And I'm going to repeat this through this whole live. Any of you that start talking hakaka, saying that, oh, the Taliban wasn't going to share power and this and that, blah, blah. Look at your own government and ask your government, would they share power? Go ask your president, go ask your leaders, go ask your government if they will share their governmental powers. No. So why would you expect Afghanistan will share their governmental powers? Okay, so keep going. So on college, I will speak to you guys about that later. I would like to set up the facilities first. Also, too, when we did for every government in the 1400s, even in the 1300s, even the 1900s, we started off with girls' school only and boys' school only because we did not know how these will address each other. Okay? The only time we had mix is when they was in church classes. But when we started to have big, massive universities classes that had the schools, you can research it. It pretty much started with all girls and all boys schools. We kept them separate. And then later on, we would ask one of the all boys school or all girls school to become a public school to be a mixed school. And whatever school, like let's say if it's a boys school, the boys school will, all the boys will introduce the girls to the school and, walk them around and introduce them to the school. But if it was an all girls school introducing boys, then of course the girls already know how the school runs, blah, blah, blah. So they introduce. You see what I'm going with? We're going to do the same thing with you because this system worked. With education, this system worked. Now the subject allowed. I would like this in detail and in rule and by law and by order by the government that is standing in Afghanistan to rule out and make a decree or an order in writing of legal contract that women and men are equally to education, meaning all subjects of language, all reading and writing, letters and reading letters, words, sounds, like whatever, like for American it would be A, would be ah, B would be ba, and C would be ka or s. Okay, that's what I mean by the basics of reading and writing. They should know the sounds as well. All basic knowledge like colors, shapes, and sizes, puzzle games to learn with learning education. So any type of games that is good for learning on basic moves of what shapes, sizes, material, texture, to even cooking, to home economics, all that stuff. All types of math. I would like to stick with the basics math at first for, of course, elementary and middle school. Everything goes well. When they reach high school, then we can start them with maybe algebra. Maybe we can, or maybe prove out, and we'll just scare them a little. If they cannot, then we'll just go back and we can introduce the people more. Because remember, every region, because depending on how far delayed back they was, their education's in a different area. Like I told you, like how it depends on how the child was growing up and their mindset. It might be a 5-year-old in a 17-year-old body. It can be a 6-year-old in a 30-year-old body, or it can be a 30-year-old in a 5-year-old body. It all depends on the mindset and where it wasn't delayed. Okay, so all types of science. We're going to start with basic science first, how we can mix, like how we mix colors. So we'll mix, the basic things to the basic stuff. And then, do you know about .me fams? Yeah, I do. But I don't really do that. I just do what I got. I do this. So, what I really want for the Taliban to do is do history. I would like them to do history like how we do here, U.S. history and Hawaiian history. Well, I would like them to do Afghanistan history. So that'll be like the real facts of like the buildings, the cities, and blah, 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 blah. and then um, and then um, world history. Okay, I want it to be mandatory that they have world history in there too, but the other one would be history of Afghanistan, of what happened and blah 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 in their place, who was their leaders, what happened when their time, at what year, and make textbooks for their country's history of at this time of this year, this has happened. This was the president at this time, or the leader at this time was overthrown at this time for this reason, for this why, what their why this whole 23-year of war was for, blah 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 blah, in their point, the history. And then world history will be like we can work together, as we have a lot of textbooks that show world history of everywhere around the world. Okay, physical education. I demand that to be allowed, because I want health education with physical education be all through elementary all the way to high school, because this will teach them how to keep fit, also to understand what medicine is and why it's important to have health. Physical education will also, but I would like to throw in there is grammar and posture, like meaning like basic morals, like be kind, stuff like that. Like, yeah, you pretty much do that in elementary in health class, but you know what I mean, yeah. So also all technology type of learning. Okay, the reason why is because I'm telling the Taliban this is because I want the people, mostly the women, to learn these kind of things, is because what makes it important is because I want them to invest with us. I want Afghanistan, the government, Taliban, to start doing business with us and doing really good investments with us in a smart way. You guys all know how I run my markets, how I run my investments. I'm a very fair and giving person. So that's the reason why I asked if they would take this opportunity and this chance to move forward with us. Okay? So, and also too, the working field. Men, male and female, men and women should be equal no matter what. As long as the individual person, an individual human being person, female or male, is capable to complete job task, work task, or work in hand for the job position, individuals should have the right and opportunity to have and uphold the position. To uphold the position. Pay will start equally, and raises should be equal. We can start at 10 cents to $1 in your terms. Also, no physical hurting females as punishment. Meaning, if you see that you feel they're doing something or that is out of line or you think is out of rule, you do not have the right to physically hurt them. You cannot throw a rock. You cannot touch them. Because I can show you what the justice system was created for and why. Because you wouldn't like it if us other people, male and female, did that to you. No matter what, right? Male or female. You wouldn't want us to throw rocks at you. You wouldn't want us to whip you in the ankle. You wouldn't want us to do it, right? Male or female at you, right? That's what it means by human equal rights. You don't like it, we don't like it, we all don't like it. And I can explain the justice system to you. And you can also make your own justice system in your laws, in your way. You want to be independent, then prove you can be independent. Let your women walk the streets freely with no fear that their men will condemn them. Show that your men have strength in restraint. Because too many years your men has lacked showing they have restraint. Because you guys was too used to doing what you guys used to do, but you guys did not want to evolve. Now it's time to evolve. Because like I said, please do not force me to make you the 52nd state of America. Just like Alaska and just like Hawaii, we can add you to. So now I would like to set up organization. Taliban, you guys should have been doing that from the start. I don't know why these American reporters trying to break into their government area where they're trying to organize this shit. I don't see America letting anybody walk in when they're organizing what they need to organize for civilian and their government. I don't know why you trying to sneak in. What the hell you nosy asses for? You guys that worried? If you guys that worried, then start preaching like this. Talk to them. Say, hey, I'm waiting to talk to you because I would like to bring this up to you. I would like you to hear my voice right now because they're saying they're willing to hear our voice. Then let them hear it. Yell as loud as you can, you girls. And I want all you women to stop hiding and get your asses out right now. And start wearing some signs saying, I am a woman and I deserve rights. I am a woman and I deserve rights. Because how you think us women here will get them? I had 24 women up in Mississippi and all up in America being hanged. Why do you think I tell the African American people, thank you? Because a lot of their people were hanged for what I can preach now as examples. I'm not criticizing them, but I do bring up their history because I need them to know. I do not want this to repeat. I do not want this to be here. So I do not want that in Afghanistan either. Because if you want to see what happens, I can show you the African American history. And maybe you will make better choices. So let's stick with organizing it. So, not to be mean, but do not organize on hood. What I mean is, I want you to organize, because how it's looking right now is on hood. Your people just randomly moving around. They don't know if they should be driving on the right side, the left side of the road. They don't know if they go on the green light, red light, yellow light. They don't know if they go left on this side, right on that side. They got no organization. That's the reason why we have guidance and rules. That's the reason why we got color lines on our roadways to let you know you drive on this side of the road and you do not drive on this side of the road. You can pass when you can and you cannot pass when you can. There's the reason why there's a lot of that, you know. And it came with a lot of years of a lot of stress organizing that shit too, you know. And a lot of dummies I had to deal with too. So let's stick with because you know why? What I see with you, Taliban, is, oh, what kind of investments I gonna get with the other governments? Why are you guys so only interested in the ambassadors around there? You guys falling already. You guys failing already. Now I know why your subjects running to us already, running to America already. And like I told you guys, we cannot fit everybody in Afghanistan here in fucking America. We have too much people already. Why you think I said, you know what? You like being in America? Bam! I gonna put America flag right there. Boom! And I'm gonna say 52 state. If you like it or not, we gonna call it the Hawaiian style. Overthrow your queen. Okay? And no matter what you say or what documents you get, we gonna still tell you, you still the 52nd state called used to be Afghanistan. Because you gonna come on problem for the rest of our governments. You was already on problem because look how lenient your people was on our American people for 23 years. That they got so used to the way we work and to the way we move, you got to adapt to it no matter what. That's what happens when you missing for 23 years. In 23 years, anything can evolve with or without you. So if you want your leadership back, then earn it. That's the reason why I never have gunshots, never have fights. Because we want to see right now if you could run the government the way you was lipping. You know, all that talk, you was talking shit about me all over here on my live, saying that I don't know if I'll run one government, I don't know if I'll do shit. I prove I can. Now let's see you can. So if you would be nice and kind enough to take my advice and see through. Because what's important right now is your subjects. Because right now it sounds like you guys pleading with your guys' own people not to leave your homeland. You don't want your people to leave their homeland and to love their homeland. Make it worth fighting for. Like us believe our land is worth fighting for. Our Aina is worth fighting for. Why do you think we did TMT? Because our wells, our water, our land, our mountain, our Aina is important enough to fight for. So is your land worth fighting for? Because why I'm going to address this is that the farmers, I want you guys to start dedicating areas of land, of functioning businesses with correct water systems, with solar systems and everything. Make investments with us, America. We're going green now, mostly with Joe Biden. With the solar systems, with us this. Invest with us. We will invest back. We will be sharing money. You guys have so much sun there. Solar will be the best for you. Invest with us. Make it like that's a government farm place. Make sure everything is protected and well organized. Make sure that we can pump electricity, water, everything we need for all the farmlands that we are creating there in Afghanistan. Desert or not, we're going to dig deep trenches. We're going to make underground type of greenhouses. This all going to be taken care of by solar generator, wind and power, and also heat. We're all going to do that there in Afghanistan in all designated areas pointed by our leaders in Afghanistan. I demand this of Afghanistan. I'm sick and tired of seeing Afghanistan looking like desert. When I know that place never looked like that. Egypt did not look like that. Is the people too lazy, too long? Forget. Thinking that if they sit there, pray, don't fall out of the sky. No. Work. So, how are you going to organize from businesses in the government, the ruling, the understanding? There's no bias, there's no racist, there's no prejudice, there's no contradiction, no bullying. How are you going to organize that there? This is the kind of stuff that government's supposed to have done before they take over. They should have had this shit planned before they would take over. Because when they take over, they're not supposed to let people run around looking like crazy right now and then going on TV pleading their own people for stay. You got no subjects, I told you. You got no kingdom. You got no subjects. You got no government. You just got flat, dead, empty lands. You got no people. You got no subjects. You got nothing. So, you want something? You want the power? You want the respect? Then give the people the respect first. The greatest example you can have is me. Look how much I give to the Hawaiian people. Look how much I give to Hawaii. Look at I give to everybody that come here. Look at the visitors from all over the world that come move here, live here, build here, invest here. So now it's time for you to listen as well. Because I told you, I can do it. I can make that place green again. How it looked in the beginning of time. Memories you have never understand. Because it never looked like that from the beginning. So I understand that the other embassies are still there. Even China's embassy is still there. That's okay, because that's not... Were they the ones fighting each other? No. Why you think that they can have a different approach than we can? It's kind of hard to approach somebody when you guys were shooting and bombing each other all these years, yeah, like that, one friendly way. It takes time to gain trust, to become friendly. But the China embassy, we wasn't shooting at each other, blowing at each other up for 23 years. So it's easier to introduce thyself and go hi and in a friendly way. If I had that opportunity, I would take that way too. I would introduce myself, not move my embassy and tell them grow some balls and go talk to them. Because if they're gonna be the new government, we still gonna have to talk to them anyway. What is the whole Supreme Court thing is for? Talk to all the world leaders. So they're gonna be sitting in there anyway. So it's best that we introduce ourselves now, because it seems like nobody in Afghanistan fighting against their rule. And if the people themselves not gonna fight for their own rule, then it is what it is. Because you know how stupid America look like right now, fighting somebody else's battle. If you gonna cry that these people mistreating you, doing this, doing that, get your ass up and fight for yourself. No cry on the TV, no cry over there saying that you need your words to be heard, blah, blah. Make it heard. Like how we did for TMT. We heard. And we got the most talk shit. They said that we was evil. We was against education. We was against evolvement. They will say we was the ones against all that. Then when we came out with the truth that no, we are for the environment. We are for the natural resources. We are here to protect the sanctuary laws, protecting our plants that is being extinct, protecting our birds, mostly our birds that is going extinct, our lizards, our animals, our, you know what I mean? They're going extinct. And that's why I said, hey, we had these rights way long ago. We wasn't even supposed to have 14 of them because of these laws right here of sanctuary. These sanctuary laws was before any of those buildings was built. That's the reason why I'm saying Hawaii has the right to sue every country, because it was by law. It's sanctuary. How would you like it if I went go over there with, you know, the sanctuary bulls and started just plowing and building a big ass fucking building where their bulls run free? Where they gonna raise their bulls now? I own the land, which is, and then they in my property. I'm gonna shoot them. I swear to God, you really think they're gonna just let me walk up in there and just take their land and shoot their bulls? Remember, it's sacred to them. It's sanctuary to them. So if you can respect that, then you can respect what I ask of you. Because that's their way of living. We live off of our aina. We live off of our wells that is filtered by our mountain. So you're not allowed to touch our mountain. But anyways, that's the reason why I said I need this government to make areas. To start collecting areas of land and start building these farm branches that's run by the government. Take care of your people. The reason why I'm saying this, because here in Hawaii, I was the one that created the whole grocery store shit. How the system runs. The market to everything. So what I'm telling you, I've been through the trials and tribulations. So that's why I'm asking you to do it this way. Because if you give your people food first, then you have the right to ask for taxes on your food. Let them recycle the taxes back to your people. Learn how to do it correctly. Organize. Because even though that some of them running away now, it might surprise you. What if you have just a handful of them left? Easier to move you a handful of them. To have them adjust. And it's easier to build and get, because not that much stress and not that much you got to deal with. Like how I got to deal with a lot of fucking states. And a lot of people in those states. But at least, you get a handful. How you know that when people are researching you, watching you all this time, saying, you know what, maybe I was wrong. And they're doing pretty good. And it grows. And the people that did chance it and stayed will feel that, you know what, I feel good that I stayed. And they will have children. And they will grow. And their children not going to have memories of all of this. Their children going to love their homeland because that's the home they only know. And they're going to love their homeland because they're going to know what equal is. They're going to know what fair is. They're going to know what growth is. They're going to know what education is. They're going to know. And they're going to appreciate you. They're not going to even run from you, because that's the same thing that they said of us, four founders of America. All the old governments and all the old kingdoms, the kings is laughing at the four founders of America, saying, you're going to give down these people ourselves. They're going to just step all over you. They're going to laugh. They're going to leave you, blah, 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 blah. They ended up being Civil War, the Boston Tea Party. They started fighting harder because it was worth it. They felt the freedom. They felt the equal. But at that time, they was a little selfish to one type of race. But now we are not. We are learning to be non-biased. We have mistakes, and we still have humans out there that fall. That's what yin and yang means. But balance it. Make sure you have all the departments you need to put in order. Make sure everyone that you trust can execute the job for your subjects. Not for yourself, for your subject. I need you to grow. I need farms, I need ranches. And farms and ranches cause jobs. Then there is what? I need drivers to move them. Then I need stores to open. Then I need businesses. I need investors. You see where the domino effect is going? Trust me. Invest and start farm and your ranch first. If you're going to take over lands, show me you know what to do with those lands. The only time your lands have value is when they get green trees, fresh water, and beauty running through it. Show me. We are at a time right now, and the technology now, we can. And you know we can. As long as you're not lazy, Taliban. I do not expect your civilians or your subjects to be doing this right now. I did not expect my subjects to do anything when I was young. I demanded it out of my leaders. I demanded it out of my betas. I demanded it out of the men that had power. Not the ones that had no power and they were just subjects. Why do you think I still demand the Taliban to do it? You get the guns. You have the men. You have the power. Use the power correctly. I will know when you corrupt it. And believe me, China like wipe you out too. So don't get too friendly with those ones. Because when you know more money, Chinese no can see you. That is the real world and the real government world. And that is our respect. Where you think we get all our technology and all that from? We already know it because we are the old governments. We already respect it. They already know where they stand. And they know they're about technology and money. So do not be afraid. And if when I tell you I told you so, no cry. So, off a subject just a little bit. This lady came over and because this was like a deja vu dream. This lady came over and said that if I was missing a cat, I panicked because my daughter loves her cat. So I said, oh my God, no. Because I swear my cat, he's always with us in the morning. And he was with me all morning since 4 o'clock in the morning. And then she goes, oh no, I said, is it black? Is it black? She goes, oh no, it's orange. And he has a whatever collar. And I said, no, it's not mine. And she's like, then she pushes it. Are you sure? And I said, yes, I'm sure. I don't own a orange cat. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, so I run in the house to see if my cat's in the house. Like, what if he got, you know what I mean? And then he's there. He's exactly where I left him, sleeping exactly in the same spot. So I was like, okay. I was like, and he's like, meow. And I was like, I'm sorry, my baby. I didn't mean to wake you up. Like, he was like meowing at me all mad, like, meow. Like, and I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. I just wanted to know if he was okay. You know, and he was like, you know, and he was. So he was all good. And then so anyways, also too, the new heads up I'm finding out is that everybody's breaking up. Like, okay, like I told you, that one guy though, we saw his video and that girl deserved it. He was gonna do a prank on his friend and left the video camera, and happily what he caught on video was not what he was hoping for, and he caught his best friend or one of his friends having sex with his girlfriend. So he ended up saying to the guy, fuck you, we ain't friends anymore. And they got like, and because he never like because I know guys, they cherish their boyhood and their friends. So for him to tell his friend, fuck you, we ain't friends, I knew something was like, I knew this next part of his video was gonna be kind of mean to her. Bro, he grabbed all her shit, blasted her, threw her shit. I told her bye, like oh my, like he was full on fucking strong. Well, and I was telling my daughter, hell yeah, he better be full fucking strong. He has physical evidence. Red-handed caught. He would be an idiot to stay with somebody. He has physical evidence, red-handed caught. You know what I would do if I was him? Every time I think of that person and I miss that bitch, you know what I would do? I would play that video again, watching her fuck somebody else, and tell myself, yep, that's the reason why I left this bitch. Yep, that's why I left this bitch. Because you know why? I'll start thinking about all the times I had with my homeboy. I'll be thinking about all the times that me and my friend was like, nah, I got your back, bro. Me and you loyal. We down. We the crew. We the boys. That will hurt me more than actually with that bitch too. You know what I mean? Like, wow, like all that fucking words that you were saying is bullshit. And they're like, maybe expecting it out of these bitches nowadays because that's all these bitches do nowadays. But at least I thought I could trust my homeboy. As if my homeboy and my best friend never give her opportunity, maybe my bitch ass, slut ass girlfriend would stick to her fucking side. But then, oh, well, can't even trust one fucking best friend either. That's why I said, nah, fuck that motherfucker. Because that's how I would be with my best friend. Well, that's the reason why I don't have best friends. And that's why I don't have friends. That's exactly how I am with my friends too. Like, bitch, are you serious? I wouldn't fuck with your man if you guys was together. But you would fuck with my man because I with him? Because you fucking curious? Because you fucking like know if he that fucking good? Like, are you fucking serious? That mean, you know what that shows me? That your man must be really shitty in bed. No, for real. Like when other girls like run after my man and like get all in his pants and like fuck him. I don't look at her anymore. I look at all their boyfriends like, you guys must be shitty in bed. You guys must suck because you guys cannot please this girl. And if you cannot please your own girlfriend, how can you please me? Right? That's how I see it. Cause it's like I look at these guys now like, bruh, your girl trying to fuck the guy I with because she must not be getting it good with you, or you must be shitty as fuck, or something, because no girl run away from good dick. No girl runs away from good dick. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. You like the honest truth? No girl, no good girl, no bad girl, no confused girl, no crazy girl, no psycho girl runs away from good dick. Why you think we crazy? Why you think? Why you think it's called addictive? So if you not addictive, you suck. And for real, no joke, like that's the reason why I don't even, that's another reason why I don't give my friends, boyfriends even chance either. Is because I'm over there thinking like, my man must be that fucking good. All these bitches don't want their man because they over here like, girl, like, you know what I mean? Like, you must suck. You must suck. Because if you guys don't know what's good, these bitches will be all on your asses, but they not. They all on this ass. So it's like, why would I want to touch you? Like, why would I want to waste my time with you when your own girl won't waste her own time to do it with you? Meaning, like, why is she not loyal to you? Why is she spreading her legs to everybody? Why? Because I promise to God, when a girl gets it good, she only wants it from that motherfucker. And that's how that motherfucker controls the girl. It's because he's like, girl, you know, I ain't gonna fuck you anymore if you keep talking shit. But like, I don't know. I don't know. That's how I see it. That's why when I talk to my girlfriends, I kind of talk to them about it, but they're like, oh, and then when they don't want to talk about it, it makes me feel more like, oh, they must be really shitty. Because when we was young, we used to talk about, like, oh yeah, I used to do this and da da da. Oh, felt so good. And then when I talk to my girlfriends now, they don't even say shit. Like, oh, I look at them like, oh, what is he? A 1 second man now? What happened to 1 minute man? Went to 1 second man. Dang. And then when their boyfriend's looking at me and they're like flirting with me, that's in the back of my mind. Like, why should I even chance you? You suck. I know you suck. My girlfriend said you suck. I'm sorry. Like, that's just how it is. I don't know. But right now, a lot of guys, it's actually the guys are breaking up with girlfriends right now. Here is because if you look around our area here, who's working, it's actually the younger generation, but they're the younger generation boys, a lot of them. And I think they're starting to understand what I was saying when I was bitching about CJ, that, bruh, I'm not fucking going to work to bust my ass for show you I love you, go buy you something nice and go do this and blah, blah, blah. And you say flaunting your ass to everybody else. So a lot of guys are starting to leave their girlfriends, because this one girl we was kicking back with, she got on text from her ex-boyfriend saying, oh, that's why I don't like being with you, you fucking slut. And she was over there at the beach with us going, oh, I don't know why my ex will call me a slut and this and that, blah, blah. But when she wouldn't go away, I tell my daughter, I think I know why. I think he can drive by and she's here with another guy in that skimpy ass bathing suit. She is here with another guy in a skimpy ass bathing suit. And then she got the text that she was what? Slutty. And she was like, and I said, and I told her, girl, it would have been different, right? Like us girls. We came by ourselves. Just us girls. Just you, your sister, and me. We only girls. So he cannot tell me I'm a slut because we all girls came to the beach, and I cannot tell all these guys that's here for go home. They can come to the beach if they like. You know what I mean? So we just kicking back, we just cruising. So this one girl, she was trying to be a good girl because she don't like lose her boyfriend, because she can see it in a lot of these guys are breaking up with their girlfriends. And in a way, I kind of approve that these young boys are breaking hearts because they're also protecting their own hearts. That this one boy was like, auntie, fuck her already. I just like stack up my bank account, go work or stack up my bank account and fuck him, because he was spending a lot of money on her, and I guess he was getting sick and tired of spending money on her, because I'm guessing she was spending the money that she was getting from him on another guy. Or she was doing something that he never liked or whatever. And that's what making me feel really proud of this younger boy generations and these working men world generation. They're understanding that, hey, I know I'm a provider. I know I take care of you. I know I spoil you, but where the respected, being loyal to me, trusting that I'm going to come home and blah, 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 blah. And in a lot of ways, I was like, wow, that kind of reminds me of how I was when I was with Alika and Samuel. But back then, in my time, nobody liked the girls like that. Everybody wanted one girl that was always at the party, the hype of the party, always drinking, looking like I'm bad bitch, puking at the end of the night, fucking all over herself, walking down the road with her friends, falling over. That's the motherfuckers they thought was sexy. And those are the ones that they wanted. And those are still the ones that they go for. Because those are the ones or they like the ones that manipulating them, saying that, oh, we having fun, we doing good, oh, we go party, we go drink, this and that. But what does that do? Does that grow them? No. Does that give them education? No. What does that do for them? Only fun, 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 fun. I understand if we have fun here and there, but then we still getting our shit done, and understanding that life is up and down. Like, you know what I mean? But then that's why I'm saying that, I don't know, like, it's really weird because, like, when I was in a relationship, a lot of these boys would stick it out and try to work it out. And then when they like, oh, why, auntie, you really single? And I was like, yeah, I just cannot because of this. And they're like, bro, I feel the same way. And then right after that, a lot of them was like, oh, I single now, auntie. And I was like, oh, you single now? Oh, right on. Stay single a little bit longer. But it's just that, I don't know, like, I just don't want to ruin them. That's why they're already heading the good way. You know what I mean? I don't want to lead them any wrong way or be on distraction or cause them to, have some kind of defect in their life or whatever. That's why I'm like, no, just keep doing you. And like I told my daughter that day, hey, for me, they're like eye candy. For you, that's all you. I have a lot of stress on that right now, so that's why I'm like, ugh. But I guess here in Hawaii, our summer started late. But it feels like now summer is starting. I guess because it's me, because I only start going out now. But I can feel it in like the atmosphere. Like if you saw a week ago, it was like pouring rain and this and that, blah blah. It was like ugly. But like for some odd reason, I've been in a really good mood ever since. And then, but like I don't know, like I guess it accepting and also accepting rejection, accepting reality. Acceptance has a lot of freedom. When you accept something, it gives you a lot of freedom. I notice inside of you, outside of you, your mind, everything is just that what hurts you is that it's reality to you. Like right now, I'm in the phase that, wow, it isn't reality to me. I accept that, but that's why it hurts. Because we all know that it could have been another reality. A reality that I didn't need to experience this. But because it's a reality I came into path and I had to accept it, that's where the pain comes in. But anyways, I'm gonna close this up because it was supposed to be about the Taliban and the whole government thing and my advice to them. I just want to go a little bit off a little bit and talk about my kitty and talk about the breakups and stuff like that because I'm noticing it's a lot of the girls that don't want to break up. My suggestion to the girls is give it a chance, give it a try. Maybe you like it being by yourself, you know, not drowning yourself in your guy's face all the time. Maybe you guys will start growing some real girl and girlfriends, just as friends bond again, because you guys are losing friendship bonds. And maybe you guys will start growing that again. You guys will give you guys yourselves time. I'm over here saying that I want you guys to have kids older. You guys agree on that, but you guys not agreeing that you got on the whole acting like, oh. But please try to live your life, but in your means. And try not to be jealous of anybody else's means. I know it's confusing. I know it's going to be hard. And I know that's everybody's sin. And I know that's the human sin. But we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. So see you guys probably tomorrow. Because I was thinking of doing a live from Mondays to Fridays. Just, you know, and then maybe on weekends I will do like a surprise, like live on like an outing or something. I don't know. Or maybe during the week I'll do it. Or I don't know. You guys know how it goes. It's pretty much random. Bye, you guys.